Now, if there's one thing these forex traders love to do outside of scamming people, that is to look like they've got money in order to convince the next person that they can make money through them making money, and that is by wearing designer clothing. Now, I'm sitting here wearing Fabiani t-shirt, Fabiani cap, and in fact, I'm also wearing a pair of Fabianis, right?
I'm not flexing, but it's the reality.
We all know Fabiani is not an expensive brand, but the one thing that separates us from these guys is that we would rather wear original clothing as opposed to looking fake.
Yeah, you can see the push-in I'm wearing. I'm wearing a 10,000 push-in. I'm not flexing, but it's the reality.
So it's one thing I will never do is to buy fake Louis Vuittons just to look famous. Today we're going to take a look at leaders of Monhla, Goat Andy or Andy, and then we're going to take a look at Bandile with his Gucci outfit as well. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Before I continue, I want to thank our sponsor for today, that is fxgt.com, who is an award-winning broker who is kicking off this year on a top notch. Now, they just launched a new trading challenge that gives 15 winners an opportunity to grab their share of over $10,000. Now, to enter is very simple. All you have to do is open up an FXGT Optimus Live account, deposit a minimum of $40 into your account, and start trading. Whoever ends up with the highest percentage to profit ratio will walk away with prizes anywhere between $10,000 up to $175 if I'm correct. I will leave a link in the description box below, guys. Make sure you read the terms and conditions of how the competition works and grab your share of $10,000 from FXGT. Now, the first candidate that we got over here, this is Andy the Goat. Now, most of you obviously know Andy, and the first image that we are going to take a look at, this is the original Louis Vuitton jacket. Now, this jacket is priced at $9,300 US, and if you convert that, that is about 178,000 Rand. Now, that already gives you red alert. You should already tell yourself that there's no way Andy is going to spend 178,000 on a jacket, because it is not in their good interest or in their best interest to flex that much money, because they wouldn't be able to recoup that money back once again. Now, that is what an original Louis Vuitton looks like. Andy was spotted wearing a fake Louis Vuitton, and these images that you can see over here of him actually wearing it, you'll actually notice that the L and the V on the jacket, the distance of these two letters, number one, they are very far off from one another. If you can see there, the L lies right above the V. Also, the color coordinates for the jacket is also, it looks a little bit, you know, like a light green. It is not the green of the green, but you can see it's a little bit of a white green. And then last but not least, I would probably assume is, if you look at the right arm pads, I think it's yes. So if you look at the arm, it says there XL Louis Mason Vuitton. If you look at the one for Andy the Goat that we have over here, you'll see there it just says XL and XV, compared to the original one. It just says XL on the one, and this one says XL, and the color is just all over the place. Also, the wording on it is also a lot more clearer, but you can obviously see that the two colors is really a lot different on there as well.
Clients, just be honest, bro. Like,
now, I don't understand why Andy would need it to look like he's actually got all of this money. But again, when he was still in the sales business, which he actually announced he will be returning again this year, we obviously know you need to do what you have to do. Next up, we got leaders of Monhla, who was caught wearing a fake watch, which is called a Patek Philippe Nantualalas Date Sweep Seconds Rose Gold. It's so expensive, I can't even pronounce it. This watch is worth 2.728 million, and our boy leaders of Monhla is there chilling with one, flexing their demo as he always do. Now, don't get me wrong, I am saying that he cannot afford this watch just because he basically portrays this type of life to you guys on social media, and as a result of that, you might deep down inside of you feel that this watch is legit, or that is actually one that he bought. However, there is a lot of things that does not line up, especially starting with the color match. We might say that this one is a pure gold, but I tell you today that 2.8 million for a watch, I don't think it's like it's like him to actually do that type of thing for the public in the first place. I just don't think he has it in him to spend 2.8 million on the watch.
Clients, just be honest, bro. Like,
Okay, next up we do have our boy Bandile over here, number one. So Bandile was seen flexed over here wearing a Gucci t-shirt, and you can see here, if you look at, I would assume this is the original Gucci, where you can see the C goes all the way up to the shoulder part, I would believe. And then when we take a look at the one that Bandile is wearing here in this photo, you can clearly see here, if you zoom in, you will see that the letter C, it doesn't make it to the shoulder, which basically tells us it was a copy and paste of the original.
clients, just be honest, bro. Like,
Following up with Nasdaq Ninja in there as well. Nasdaq Ninja was also spotted wearing some fake designer clothing, and again, I really don't know why it is so important for these guys to like, I've always said that, right? If you've got a good product, it will sell by itself, but if you don't, then you really need to convince someone that it works, right? So firstly, we can see over here, this is a Moschino designer outfit that my boy that my boy Nasdaq Ninja is flexing with over here. And if you look at the image where he's wearing it over here, you can see, I would believe the difference here is on his t-shirt, the bear looks like it's taking a dump on the right, compared to on the left where the original is, there's not the bear is not taking a dump on there at all.
clients, just be honest, bro. Like,
So the last one that I do wanted to talk about that we have over here, it was our boy Ghost Hlubi, and Ghost Hlubi was also spotted wearing fake clothing. As you can see over here in these two photos, we can clearly see that these two things, they do not align.
clients, just be honest, bro. Like,
So guys, that is it with traders getting caught wearing fake clothing. I want to say, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for ears.